The man who apologizes so beautifully that you let it slide again. The sweet, I'm so sorry, you know how I get, his warm hand resting over yours, but who never actually changes is the one quiet red flag most women over 50 forgive one too many times. Before we begin, if you believe love and confidence are still yours after 50, subscribe to this channel. We are building that life together. Picture the scene. You're sitting across from him at your favorite little cafe. 2 coffee cups between you, a small dessert nobody's touched yet, warm daylight through the window. And he's just done it again. A sharp word, a feeling you tried to share, brushed aside like it was nothing. A small promise broken for the 3rd time. And then it comes, the apology. Soft eyes, his hand sliding over yours. I'm so sorry, you know how I get. So warm, so tender. And just like that, your face softens, you let it slide. Again. Let me name it plainly, because naming it is the first kind thing I can do for you. This is the man who apologizes beautifully, but never changes. The sorry that soothes the moment and then quietly leaves your peace exactly where it was. Unprotected. The words are lovely. The next week looks the same. Now I want you to hear me with no judgment at all, because this one is so easy to forgive. His apologies feel like love. They feel like proof he cares, proof you matter, proof he's a good man who just slipped. And after divorce, after loss, after all those years where you were the strong one holding everything together, a tender apology can feel like water in the desert. Of course you drink it. Anyone would. Be honest with me for a second. Has a beautiful apology ever made you forgive the very same thing one more time? If your chest just went a little tight, you're exactly the woman I made this for. Here's the quiet truth that changes how you see all of it. An apology is only the beginning of change. It is not a replacement for it. A sorry is a doorway, not a house. It shows you where he might go. It does not prove he'll walk through. Words say sorry. Only new behavior says, I respect you. Read that again slowly, because this is where so many good, warm-hearted women get quietly stuck. You hear the words, and your kind heart counts them as the change itself. But the words are the promise. The change is the following weeks. And those are 2 very different things. So you go home, maybe you walk back alone, thoughtful, turning it over, and you tell yourself he means it this time. He looks so sincere. He held your hand like he really felt it. And you forgive the same wound all over again, the same tender spot, reopening under a fresh apology one more time. And if forgiving him feels so much like love, then why does it quietly cost you something? Hold that question. It matters more than you know. But first, how do you tell his sorry apart from real change while you're still sitting in it? There's a woman named Carol. Her story shows you the pattern before you can even name it. And once you see it honestly, you can't unsee it. Carol kept forgiving a man who mocked her cooking in front of others, then charmed her with roses by morning. And the roses never once stopped the mocking. That is the whole lesson, standing right in front of you. Watch the pattern, not the performance. Let me tell you how it actually went. Carol would cook a beautiful dinner for friends, real effort, and somewhere between the wine and the dessert, he'd make a little joke at her expense. Her sauce was too salty. Her chicken was dry. He'd say it with a grin, and the whole table would laugh. And Carol would laugh too, 'cause what else do you do? But inside, something folded a little smaller. Then came the mornings, a bouquet of red roses on the kitchen counter, glowing in the light. A soft note, that warm, sorry voice. And just like that, the clock reset. She'd forgive him. She'd tell herself he didn't mean it, that he loves her. Look at these flowers. And then the next dinner came, and he did it again. The roses never stopped the mocking. They only stopped Carol from leaving. So here is the question I want you to sit with. Does the same hurt keep coming back? Wearing a fresh apology each time? Because if it does, that repetition is the real message, not the sorry, not the roses, the pattern. His words are the performance. His pattern is the truth. And here's the part nobody warned you about. That same wound, reopening over and over, quietly costs you. It chips away at your peace, one dinner at a time. It chips away at your confidence until you start second guessing your own cooking, your own feelings, your own memory of what happened. And slowly, without you even noticing, it chips away at your sense of who you are. That is why forgiving him can feel like love and still leave you smaller. Love should not shrink you. So let me say something to you directly. The way I'd say it over coffee, you are not too sensitive. You are not asking for too much. Wanting to be treated with steady kindness is not high maintenance. It is basic self-respect. Read that again slowly. Wanting kindness that stays is not a flaw in you. It is the most reasonable thing in the world, and I want you to feel that in your body. Picture yourself standing in front of the mirror tomorrow morning, standing just a little taller, because you finally believe you deserve calm. That woman is already in there. She's just been forgiving too long. Let me pause here because your story matters to me. Which of these truths did you most need to hear today? Tell me in the comments where you are on your journey, whether you're just starting to see the pattern or you've already walked away from it. I read them and other women read them too, and it helps more than you know. And if this warmth is helping, give the channel a soft subscribe so more women find their way here. Now, here's where it gets real. Because not every apology is a red flag. Some men truly are sorry, and they truly do change. So how do you tell the difference between a sorry that comforts you in the moment and a sorry that actually commits to protecting you? There's a way to know. A genuine apology has 3 quiet signs, and if 2 of the 3 are always missing, his sorry is a comfort, not a commitment. Let me name all 3. So you never have to guess again. The first sign is that he names what he did, not a vague, foggy sorry that floats in the air. A real one lands on the actual thing. He says, I dismissed your feeling, or I broke my word again, and he says it plainly. He owns the specific wound because he sees it. The second sign is that he does not blame you for his reaction. There is no, you know how I get. No, if you hadn't said that. A committed apology does not hand you the bill for his behavior. He carries it himself. And the third sign, the one that matters most, is that he actually changes the behavior over the following weeks. Not for a charming afternoon, not until the roses wilt. Over weeks. The same situation comes around, and this time he chooses differently. So there they are, the 3 quiet signs. He names what he did. He does not blame you for his reaction, and he actually changes the behavior over the following weeks. Here's your test. If 2 of those 3 are always missing, the apology is a comfort, not a commitment. And you, my love, deserve commitment. So let me give you something doable, something you can start this week. The next time he says sorry, say nothing sharp. Do not lecture. Do not explain your pain for the 10th time. Simply watch, sit back, soften your shoulders, and give it time. Let his actions, not his charm, tell you who he is. Charm is loud in the moment. Character shows up over the following days quietly when he thinks no one is keeping score. This is the whole heart of it. Watch the pattern, not the performance. And if the same wound reopens, if the fresh apology is just wrapping paper on the old hurt, then hear me. You are allowed to walk away with your head high, no guilt, no shrinking, no long tearful speech to keep him comfortable while your own peace bleeds out. You do not owe anyone a 2-hour explanation for choosing yourself. 1 calm sentence is enough. This isn't working for me, and I wish you well. That's it. You close the door softly and you walk into the sun. Now, a gentle, your serious note, because I love you enough to say it. If his sorry comes right after crossing a boundary you clearly set, right after pushing you for money, or right after making you feel small in front of others, pay close attention. That is not love learning. That is a pattern protecting itself. A good apology repairs. A manipulative one buys more time. Protect your heart and your peace always. There is no shame in walking, only wisdom. And here's the beautiful turn, the thing I most want you to carry with you. When you stop forgiving the same wound, you do not lose love. I promise you that. you make room for the real kind. The man who's sorry is rare because his care is so steady he rarely has to say it. Picture that. Coffee on a slow morning, an easy laugh, a hand over yours that means exactly what it says. That love exists, and it is drawn to a woman who knows her own worth. If you are choosing your own peace from today on, let this be your quiet promise to yourself. Whisper it. I will watch actions over charm. I will not shrink to keep anyone comfortable. I am worthy of steady love because you are. You are worthy of calm. You are worthy of kindness. You are worthy of a partner who guards your heart instead of testing it again and again to see how much you'll forgive. So walk tall today. Choose the man whose love protects your peace and let go of the one whose sorry only rents it. The right love is out there, patient and steady, waiting for the woman who finally stops settling. It starts with you, standing tall.